In a small village, there lived a 16-year-old boy named Arjun. He was brave and curious.
I'm in! Sounds mysterious. Yeah, maybe we'll find treasure. All right, let's go.
Near their village, on top of a lonely hill, stood an old broken mansion. The villagers called it the Black Mansions. Nobody ever went near it.
People said strange sounds came from the mansion at night.
Some villagers claimed they saw lights inside the windows even though nobody lived there. Others said they heard someone crying from inside the mansion after midnight. The oldest people in the village had a frightening story. Many years ago, a rich family lived in that mansion. But their wealth could not protect them from the darkness that followed. One stormy night, the entire family disappeared without leaving any trace. Since then, anyone who tried to enter the mansion either became sick, lost their mind, or never returned.
The old mansion looks spooky at night. Do you really believe the mansion is haunted? I don't know, but the stories are scary.
What stories?
Of course it is. My uncle said he saw a woman standing on the roof at midnight. People make up stories because they are scared.
What if we go there tonight and find out the truth?
No way. I'm in. Fine. But if something strange happens, I'm running away.
Hey everyone, ready for the adventure? Yeah, I've got my flashlight ready. My phone has a cool map app. Awesome! Let's go check out that old tree. Yeah!
The moon was hidden behind dark clouds. The road to the mansion was narrow and full of dry leaves. Cold wind blew through the trees. As they walked up the hill, Deepak suddenly stopped.
Did you hear that? Hear what?
It sounded like footsteps behind us.
Stop scaring yourself. Finally, we reached the mansion.
The building looked even more frightening up close. Its walls were cracked, the windows were broken. Dead giant wooden door was half open. The door creaked open.
The door slowly moved with the wind. Let's go in.
It's stuck. Relax. Maybe the wood is swollen.
The mansion was full of dust and spider webs. Old furniture lay broken on the floor. Torn paintings hung on the walls. One of the paintings showed a family of 5 men, a woman, and 3 children.
Who would do that?
Nobody answered. Suddenly, they heard a sound from upstairs.
It sounded like someone walking slowly. There's somebody upstairs. Come on. Okay.
Each step made a loud cracking sound. When they reached the second floor, they found a long hallway.
There were 6 doors.
At the end of the hallway was a large mirror. Arjun shined his flashlight into the mirror. For a second, he saw 4 boys standing behind him.
Who are they?
Then suddenly there were 5.
What happened? Nothing.
They opened the first room. It was an old bedroom.
No. No, no, no.
Then they heard a child laughing, a soft, strange laugh. The sound came from under the bed. Nobody moved.
What is it?
Look! On the wall! What does it say? Leave before midnight! We have to go now!
Deepak, you okay? Let's go! Go!
What? That's impossible! There must be another way out.
Let's go to the last room at the end of the hallway.
Okay, I wonder what's inside.
Look, the door is slightly open.
Wow, it's thousands of books on the shelves.
In the middle of the room stood a table. On the table was a black diary. Arjun opened it. Most of the pages were empty. It said, "Tonight they will return."
The woman in white is hungry. Do not look into her eyes. Do not follow the crying sound. And never enter the basement.
Just then, they heard crying.
I don't want to stay here anymore. The library door slammed shut.
The lights from their flashlights began flickering. One by one, the flashlights stopped working. Now only Arjun's flashlight remained on. In its weak light, they saw a woman wearing a white dress stood near the bookshelf.
Her hair covered her face, her hands were unusually long, and her feet were turned backward. Her smile stretched unnaturally wide.
Run! We're trapped. Then they heard knocking.
The basement. We are not going down there.
Whoa! Who's that? A ghost! Run! To the basement! Hurry! Down here! Is she gone?
The basement smelled old and rotten. The walls were covered with strange symbols. In the center of the room stood 5 chairs. On 4 of them sat the 5th chair was empty.
Why are there 5 chairs?
Arjun pointed his flashlight toward the far wall. There was another message. One must stay. Suddenly, the basement door slammed shut.
Deepak.
Deepak! Deepak! Arjun grabbed him and pulled him back.
Woman let a loud scream!
The entire basement shook. Dust fell from the ceiling.
There!
Hurry! The door is just ahead!
Don't stop! We're almost there! The door! It's outside!
We did it! Yes! Let's go! We made it! Look back!
The mansion was gone. There was nothing there, only empty land. The 4 boys stood silently. Nobody could understand what had happened. The next morning, they returned with some villagers.
Only an old dry tree stood on the hill. Near the tree, Arjun found something buried in the dirt. It was the silver key. And tied to it was a small piece of paper.
After that day, none of the boys ever spoke about the Black Mansion again. But sometimes, on dark rainy nights, the villagers still hear someone crying in the distance.